Welcome back to another video of I can't remember what day it is, so I use my watch to tell the viewers that it's day 16 of making a color every single day. Where's the color from yesterday? This is what we made yesterday. It is a silver and purple. I had to go get it. Nice little color. Anyways, this is the color we made yesterday. We have 3 other colors following that, which is a vote. So there is a vote on the community tab. Make sure you go vote on your favorite at the end of the month. So this is a series we started in 2023. At the end of the month, we're going to have 8 winners. I don't have enough fingers for that. 8 winners, and then we're going to limit it down to 4, which those 4 are going to be featured on the website in January. So this color, along with 3 others, are on the website. Make sure you go vote. No, they're on the community tab. Make sure you go vote. I don't know why I said website. But anyways, we got our cup all filled with plastic. So I'm going to get it in my microwave, and let's get started. All right, so this color is going to be a little interesting. Never done this before, and I've never thought of doing this. We're going to need red for our main color. And then we're going to need black pearl powder. So that's going to be an interesting combo. Never done that before. And black flake, of course. So yeah, we're going to have red for our pigment base. And then we're going to put black pearl powder in it. This isn't a highlight, so it's not going to put a shell of, you know, a highlight. This is actually going to change it. So this is going to be interesting. I've done a black with pearl powder and a red belly. That is a red bone that I call. It's on the website. That was the beta of the month for October. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Just a solid color today. And if you haven't already seen this video, make sure you go watch that as well. This was pretty cool. I ended up spilling the whole thing and had to restart almost. So, yep. Here are the colors that you've probably already seen before, but I'm going to show them again just because we made them last year. And if you like to watch the series, when I made this, I have a playlist on the channel of a bunch of shorts that we did. So, anyways, that's almost done. And if I haven't already mentioned, big thanks to Sally for her color request. All right, that is 2.5 minutes in the microwave. There's still blue flake on that. Okay, we'll have to get that off. Maybe 45 seconds, and we'll get it in our vacuum chamber. Uh-oh. Some of them fell on the floor. Okay, we don't need that. Anyways, this is the order that I had from LureWorks. And just a couple cool glitters I was going to show you. Never gotten gold sparkle flake. I now have that. And the cool thing is, or at least what I thought was cool, is this is what I got a bunch of. Got a bunch of string cut. I think that's all of it. So you have silver, chartreuse, Kelly green, purple, dark gold, royal blue, and red. So I bought a bunch of different string cut glitter, and I think we're going to be using these for an order coming up shortly. So a bunch of different colors I got. Bronze in a smaller size. I got the smoke. I opened these up, and these are actually really cool because they're almost a black, but they're more see-through black. So this would be really cool to add something you would almost want black flake, but not want it to be super overpowering. So those are pretty cool. Some gold holographic. I got both in 40. Those are always pretty. Some very small Kelly green. Or no, that's moss green. And a couple of pigments and another small size of that. So I got all this because I needed this. This is the only thing I ran out of. So yeah, I bought this and along with all that. This is that orange I was talking about like a week ago. So I'm gonna clean this up because that is ready to go. All right, big thanks to Sally for her color request. We need red. So don't know how much I want to add because we're adding black pearl powder to this. So that's going to be interesting. There's one. I think I'm going to start with 10 as usual, and we'll go from there. All right. What is this? I don't know. I think it's just a leaf. All right, well, that's what that looks like. And for this black pearl powder, I think we're gonna do half a smidgen and see what that does. Because I have no idea what this is gonna do. But I'm excited to see what it does. So it's obviously gonna darken it, which it did. I'm gonna go ahead and add the other half. Let's see what that gets us. I mean, it doesn't look like much. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna add another 10 drops. And I think that's gonna do just fine. More of a rich red. And another smidgen of black pearl powder. Again, this is not something I would normally do, but this is the cool part about this series and, you know, doing custom orders for people. So this is pretty cool. You know, it's a very dark red, it appears to be, with that black pearl powder. Sure does look cool. So let's go ahead and add our black flake. I don't know how much we should add, considering this is already pretty dark. So I think we'll do 2, which 2 smidgens equals half of an eighth of a teaspoon. And then we will do 1 of this 25, which I'm about out of in our first jar. I have another jar. Let's mix this in. So this is pretty simple, and this is actually pretty cool. I mean, it almost looks silver. Very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and finish mixing it in. So that's what it looks like. There's just a little bit of pearly effect, which darkens the red. I think I'm gonna do 1 more smidgen of black pearl powder. All right, so here's our red with black pearl powder. I think we're gonna stick with this. I'm gonna throw it in the microwave for a little bit and get it back to temperature. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this first. So this is gonna make it a full 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I'm gonna do my best to mix this in, but I'm gonna get it back in the microwave. So let's do that real quick. All right, don't wanna do what I did yesterday. Let's get all this set up and ready to go. We got our single 6-ounce injector today. Let's inject our 2 worm molds. Pretty interesting color. It almost has a purple tint to it in a way, you know, a little bit more in person. It's not purple, but that black and red is not, I don't know, it's interesting. I think it looks pretty cool though, but never seen anything like it. The black flake in it is pretty nice. We'll let that cool down for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. They're cold molds, so it probably won't take long. And we'll see what they look like. All done cooling down. Let's go ahead and see how it turns out. Pretty excited about this one. Okay, that's pretty cool. Interesting. So black pearl powder is usually not put in another color that you're going to be wanting. So if you want a red, you're going to do a red. If you want a black, then you can add black pearl powder to, you know, complement it. But to add black pearl powder to a red is pretty interesting. There's nothing wrong with it, of course. But it's pretty cool. A little bit of imperfections on a couple of those worms, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Looks pretty cool. Definitely a more muted red, which is pretty cool. You know, you can add black to the red to darken it and, you know, maybe take away some of that red. But you can do the same thing with this black pearl powder. So, very cool. Definitely not bad looking worms for sure. And here is the other round. I think we have the right amount of black flake in there as well. So, that's looking awesome. Definitely not the worst color worms I've ever made, but it's definitely not my favorite, with all honesty. So I do like it though. It's not bad. But you kind of get almost that purple feel to it, if that makes sense. Not really, but I don't know. Maybe some of you guys can kind of get what I'm saying. So, I mean, this was a fun one. Some of you guys could argue this looks like a natural colored worm in a way. I mean, it does have, you know, a red tint to it with that, you know, more gray, black hues that it's also putting off. So that's pretty cool. Now, out of these two, I don't really know which one's my favorite. Both would work in different situations. And honestly, this red might catch more fish than that one. So, and I mean, if you're fishing with live bait, a natural looking earthworm is bland and not a whole lot to it. So that does look pretty cool. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. So make sure you go to the community tab and vote on this color, and there's 3 others. And then this is the start of another vote. We're looking for 3 more in the next 3 days. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.